Hey guys, this is Starry from StarrySky Gaming, and welcome to this Quantum DPS Master of Time Loadout video. So in this video I'm going to be showing you my PowerPoints, the loadouts, particularly why I've done the loadout this way, and then I will show you kind of the rotation to it. Okay, so guys, let's get started and go straight to the PowerPoint. So in the time tree, I have PowerPoints in Tachyon Burst, Time Shift, Quantum Tunneling, Closed Loop, Time Bubble, and Distortion Wave. In the space tree, PowerPoints are in Gravitonic Field, Einstein's Ray, Oblivion, Singularity, and Gravity Well. And the iconics: Tactical Genius, Weapons Expert, Robot Sidekick, and Powerful Resistance. Okay, so now let's go straight to the loadout. So from left to right, we have Gravity Well, Distortion Wave, Time Shift, Quantum Tunneling, Robot Sidekick, and Closed Loop. This is our AoE damage over time. This is our AoE power interaction plus burst damage. This is our main burst damage plus it does as well. It's a frontal cone one. And Quantum Tunneling is our you can use it to clip with, or you can use it to get out from CC. Either way, it's a really good skill and it's really essential in this loadout. Robot Sidekick just for additional damage over time, and Closed Loop. Okay, so the reason why I have the powers like they are for this loadout, the Master of Time one, is purely a loadout video. You can use it in raids, but we all know what happens in raids if you go melee. You can use alerts, duos, solo content. The aim of this loadout is to pretty much maximize our DPS while freeing us from control effects. If you think about it, when you go melee, right, you're always going to be like, stunned, knocked down, pulled around, or whatever. Even with a tank, you're going to get CC'd a bit, or if you can't find a tank, you run on with a healer. You're going to spend half the time on the floor, losing a lot of damage. So basically, I want a loadout where if I'm going melee, I'm going to get CC'd a lot. I want to be able to break out, be able to reduce the amount of CC I get. So with me reducing the amount of CC I can get, I will maximize my damage, be able to do more damage in the long run. Because let's face it, right? Doesn't matter if you run a damage supercharge. If you're getting CC'd on the floor, you're not going to do damage. So if you're running something that can free you from control effects, then you can immediately get back up and continue doing more damage with weapon masteries and your combo. Overall, you'll do more damage being able to free yourself from control effects than you will do than just running a damage supercharge. Okay, so that's what Quantum Tunnel is going to be doing for. Clip in, seeing us control effects, prevents damage. Plus it's also very good to get to other targets before the other DPS. Closed Loop is an essential, very good. You can run Oblivion if you want to, because the way I do the PowerPoints, if you really, really want to run a damage supercharge, run Oblivion. But personally, I prefer to run Closed Loop. What this does is it rapidly heals you, prevents damage, frees you from control effects, and gives you resistance to control effects for a short time. So pretty much breakout, heal, resistance, and it prevents damage. So if you're going melee, you get put on the floor, Quantum Tunnel's on cooldown or something, you can pop Closed Loop, close the loop, heal yourself, immediately get up and continue doing your damage without having to worry about being like stunned immediately or something. And we all know how much damage weapon masteries and your powers can do. Okay, so since I've explained a little bit about the loadout and all that kind of stuff, pretty much the weapons I would use. I know the weapon masteries got nerfed a little bit though, but they still can put out a fair bit of amount of damage. Depends on how buffed you are. I think my highest crit after the nerf is about 11,500 with dual flurry, so it still can put out quite nice damage. But like I said, it all does depend on how buffed you are. Okay, so first of all, let's go for single target. So if you've seen some of my videos of me using this one, as you can see, I'm ranged even though I'm melee. So why am I ranged for? Because what I'm going to do is immediately of the target, as I'm going to use Gravity Well and then clip it with Quantum Tunneling. So that immediately I've got the damage over time going, and I've clipped it with Quantum Tunneling, and it'll transport me to that location. But while also doing that, it will also give me some damage prevention and CC immunity. So if they're going to stun me, it's like, nah, am I going to take any damage? Not for a brief second. So it does serve multiple purposes. So you see, alright, my targets are far away, great, I want to apply my damage over time. Damage over time, Quantum Tunnel in, and then I can go straight into my combo without having to worry about damage or being stunned straight away. It's a nice little combination. Plus, if you are if you're close to them already, and you aren't going to need to use Quantum Tunnel, so you can actually save that. So if I'm close to them already, I can just do my Weapon Mastery combo, power, do that, and then I can save Quantum Tunnel when I'm stunned. So say for example I'm stunned now, I can just use it, break out, and get on with my combo again. Or if there's damage, it's like Lee Caller, if you know he's can't remember the boss's name, sorry about that. If he's putting down his Inferno at the end, then you know you can quickly Quantum Tunnel out of it. You won't die, wait for it to finish, and then you can get back in there and melee again. It serves quite a multiple different range of purposes, Quantum Tunneling. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do Gravity Well, clip the I completely forgot the name, it's been one of those days unfortunately, for Quantum Tunneling. So 1 and 4, Weapon Mastery into Distortion Waves. And then we will have a damage over time and power interaction applied, well, it's doing some burst damage. And then you've got Rebel Psychic pounding away, doing its damage over time. Pretty much like a permanent dot. Now if it does its big damage. Oh, yeah. Okay, so if I'm close, I can just do Distortion Wave, Gravity Well, another Weapon Mastery, and Time Shift. Now, damage on sparring targets doesn't show up how much it can do, but Time Shift can hit up to and over 7k on 2 or 3 targets with the power interaction applied. So it is a very, very high damage skill, and it is only a frontal kono. So it's a really good skill. Sorry about that. Alright. Okay, so let's carry on. So now to like get an AoE situation. So we've got a big group of ads, we can do 1 and 4, Weapon Mastery, Distortion Wave, Weapon Mastery, and a Time Shift. Now, Time Shift has a very, very, I should say, different Weapon Mastery timing. If you notice with Distortion Wave, right, I can use it pretty much when 3/4 of the bar. It's done to get the Weapon Mastery effect, but with Time Shift you actually have to use it, I would say around 85% to 100% of the bar to get the Weapon Mastery timing. Because if I do it before that, like now, I don't get it. So the Weapon Mastery timing on Time Shift is a little bit tricky, but once you get the hang of it, you can be putting out a lot of damage. And you did see it is a frontal cone. So, actually it hits 5 targets. I wonder if we can hit any more than 5. 5 targets there, so I do think the frontal cone is, what, 90 degree? Yeah. Either way, it can still do a nice bit of damage. And that's pretty much what the loadout is. You know, it's simple, it's easy to use, it's fun. The Distortion Wave is amazing, kind of this applies 360 AoE power interaction. And then you have Time Shift, which will take advantage of it, and you can do the extra damage on it. We'll continue to be able to put Gravity Well for damage over time, and then you've got Quantum Tunnel for clipping if you need to. I mean, if you've got ads and you know they have low HP, and you don't want to use Gravity Well, you can literally go up to them and go, okay, this group of ads, I'm going to go into them, you know, apply the power interaction on some of them, and then go and a bit of burst damage, power interaction, and you get the Quantum Tunnel effect. Overall, as you can see, it's quite easy to use, good fun, and I really do have to say I love the supercharged closed loop, being able to break out and heal myself. But overall, it's a really good loadout and simple to use. So guys, I'm trying to think if there's any questions that possibly I could answer while recording this. The best weapons I would say are Easy Steel to one-handed and Hand Blasters for melee. Is it a competitive loadout? Yes. I'm assuming someone will ask why am I not using Warped Reality. Right. Now the reason why I am not using Warped Reality before, because there is a bug with warped reality and time shift, or it could be just a bug with time shift overall. Basically, time shift will not crit, well I should say, will not get any weapon mastery crit bonus if anything has the power interaction of graviton charged on it. I've tried this out and tested it a lot. You can still get the animation from time shift, but you won't get any crits. Trust me, I tried this out a lot. It was a pain in the ass, and I was wondering why time shift was sometimes critting and sometimes not. And then after all the testing out, any target with graviton charged on it, time shift was not critting, and I was still getting the weapon mastery bonus. So I was like, why am I only hitting like 500 instead of hitting like 7k with it? And then basically, found out time shift just will not work with graviton charged targets. It will only work by itself or on targets that are destabilized. So that's why there's no warped reality in this loadout. Shitty fact 4 because it's buggy, else I probably would be using it, because let's face it, warped reality is an amazingly burst skill damage, especially when it works with weapon mastery and uses a clip, another skill with weapon masteries at the same time. And the Robot Psychic's still having its fun. But anyway guys, let me know what you think of this loadout. Is there anything that you could particularly think it could be changed in it? Let me know. I'm always open to suggestions. That's why I like doing these kind of videos. It's always nice to see what the viewers have to say and what opinions people have. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you have fun with this loadout. So until next time, I will see you then.